beloved team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on last year's national champions, the Arizona State Sun Devils. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Sun Devils have been waiting and finally... It is coming in the opening of the season. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So the Alabama Crimson Tide offense will take the field for the first possession of this game. And Jesse, if there is an old warhorse, a real war daddy in the training facility, here he is, back to run the show again.
That's a great point, and there is no substitute for experience. There is a lot of expectation for this football team and for this offense because of that guy and because of all the big stages and all the big moments he's already played through in his career. A lot of people are really excited, David, because he has seen a lot of ball.
All the ball, all the defenses, has rid the emotion of being really high and really low, and so those experience, those scars, they matter. They trust in him, and everybody on this offense is looking to him.
Gonna run it. It's Pringle. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. Off play action. Fires to the big fella. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Let's talk about Alabama. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early here.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one. Make that first impression.
So the Arizona State Sun Devils offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And there has been a lot of talk about this guy. Jesse, they say the farther away you line up from the football, the easier it is to play early. When you're as good as this dude, you're going to play no matter what.
Well, this offense knew he was good coming out of high school, but talking to their quarterback and their coaching staff before the game, David, they didn't know he was this good. He's made catches in practice. He's done things in scrimmage that is completely wowing everybody. Now the question, can he do it when the lights are on and everybody's watching?
And I think receiver is the best spot to transfer being a freshman. Like, it's not the biggest adjustment. These guys aren't so much bigger that you're going against. It's speed. He has the speed. He has the hype. I'm excited to watch this debut.
As a defense, you hate to let them move the chains on a penalty, but that's what they did. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly to the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. This is a kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got...
Turning it on! yardage for a first down. And the Sun Devils are flying down the field. Wants to throw on first down. Hauls it in. Let's think a second about Arizona State. I'm sure you guys saw what a get in recruiting. 4-star defensive linemen gave them a verbal commitment just last week.
Yeah, you can't get enough of these guys, man. And they're excited because you got to play so many deep. And this is the guy that's going to come in, be in the rotation early and often.
The Sun Devils will line it up on 1st and 10. Here's the pressure. Unloads to the wideout. Complete on the comeback. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if there was...
Touchdown, Sun Devils! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession. They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. Here comes that Alabama offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. To the air on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming. Guys, let's chat about Alabama. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy, Jesse. I like how they just saw a couple guys that they thought fit their system, fit their culture, and now they're bringing them in so they can rise the tide of this team.
Yeah, this feels like a curated roster, right? They only had a few holes that they had to fill up, and they went out, they put their effort into finding the right guy. They feel like they've upgraded their roster with just a few portal additions.
Alabama with a multitude of options on second and short. Looking to fire. Unloads to the right. Hauls it in. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the wideout. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Oh, he drops it. That is a catch he makes 99 times out of 100, but it'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Wants to keep it in the air. Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the first down. New set of downs after the completion. Sends it back in motion. Wants to go up top on first down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Pringle. A solid pickup, and he goes out of bounds at the 30. The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on second and short. Wants to go up top. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
Well, this defense knew coming into this game, playing one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, they were going to have to find a way to get him off rhythm. They're going to have to be careful doing it because of that speed, but that is huge for their confidence. They get their first sack of the game here in the first half, and you can all of a sudden see the body language on this defense. It has changed.
Looking to throw on first down. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Now they'll run it to the right here. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Alabama with a ton of ground to cover on this third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Finds a man by himself. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. With the run on 1st and goal. And a short game here in the first quarter will come to a close. That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona State has the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Second down, they'll go to the air. Pressure coming. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Quarterback now has to make sure his guys are dialed in. You can't make any more mistakes. Giving up a negative play on second down by the goal line, you've got to be really smart with this football.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. The throw. Looking to get it in. And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening. And this defense has a chance to make a big stop on 4th and goal from the 4. From the gun. Going for 6. Touchdown, Alabama! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. Extra point here will tie the game. Can these guys just score from anywhere out there? After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and they'll get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Arizona State is going... on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Bringing the heat. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. High the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Pocket breaking down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Kept it, and he's past the marker. All the way down to the 38-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and they dialed up the perfect call on that one. Get a big play like that last one, you flip the field, you change the momentum. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 38. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. And the Sun Devils with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Plucks it out of the air. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down. The Sun Devils are marching down the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. Shoots it to the left. He's got it. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
Offenses are doing such a great job now with putting so many wide receivers on the field that they get good matchups and they just attack you to make big plays.
The timing has got to be so critical when you're trying to throw the ball down close like that. They didn't have great timing on that one.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Finds his man. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
Nice job by the defense, forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
Finding it tough to make positive yardage. Touchdown, Arizona State! The offense puts up 6 for that trip to the end zone. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, that pivotal top 15 battle is in the books. Here's how things went down. Virginia Tech delivered maybe its most thorough thumping in years in a game that featured a ton of big plays, not unlike the way Logan Thomas, Tyrod Taylor, and the great Michael Vick used to do it. Always fun to see two of the game's better teams duke it out at this point of the season. A good barometer, fellas, for both coaches.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Big-time playmakers on the outside. Now, look, Alabama's had great receivers. Ozzie Newsome, David Palmer way back in the day. But nowadays, it's sort of part... Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Got room on the return. At the 20. They finally make the stop, and not only the huge turnover, but the big return has them set up in business.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
He's got his man. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
And after that first down gasher, they're close to the end zone. 2nd and goal coming. Looking to fire. Touchdown, Sun Devils! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And this offense is firing on all cylinders right now. Starting the year, game one, creating a little bit of a pad and separation at the end of this first half. But you can see why so many people are really excited about this offense this season.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. Unleashes one. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. He was looking for that big return to go with the pick, but he'll set him up in business at the 36. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. They have it once again in spectacular field position, cashed in the last time, and even better this time around.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Quick strike complete. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. The offense set for a first down play. Wants to throw on first down. Intercepted deep in his own end. Trying to take it back. He's inside the 40, the 20, 10, and he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Bama! What about the speed from that defender on the return?
He's showing you, Reese, like, listen, it's not just wide receivers that can do that. I can take this thing to the house. I got some moves. Watch this. Unbelievable job flipping the field. Offense about to score. Defense makes the huge plays and gets points out of it.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Going right to work up top. Finds his big tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And the Sun Devils in a good spot here with 2nd and short. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it. The big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. The Sun Devils will snap it on 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Unloads to the wideout. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They just keep firing. This time it's complete. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. And the Sun Devils come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Gets it out quickly. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. Quickly complete.
And a really nice job on the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You can tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
He'll pull it on the read. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. The Sun Devils kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Looking downfield on first down. Finds a man on the left. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now,
Touchdown, Arizona State! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
You know, there's so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with the lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time, so get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They march 78 yards down the field, and they close the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Quickly out to the tight end. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. The give to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Got out of trouble and throws. Got it in the middle. It's Pringle. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like we've got a terrific atmosphere there in Tempe. And it's clear the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first two quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Mountain America Stadium.
And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. First play from scrimmage here in the second half, and they'll keep it on the ground. Knocked down at the 44, but he got 15 on that one. Breaking up a drive like that can really get you going. It's first down from the 44. Fires to the wideout. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much. They're dealing with a second and long. Wants to go up top. Sets up the screen. There he goes. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. And the Sun Devils getting set on 1st and 10. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. He's going to take off. And he will wisely scamper out of bounds. No need to take unnecessary hits.
And I feel like this defense is starting to pick up on this quarterback's MO. You've seen it, right? Like, time and time again, he is willing to scramble. He wants to carry the football, kind of apprehensive, maybe doesn't want to make a mistake. I'd love to see him maybe hang in that pocket just a little more and maybe make some plays down the field with his arm.
It's first down from the 11. Wants to go up top on first down. And as he throws, touchdown Sun Devils! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His second receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. Got his man. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang. Picked up some yardage with that completion. Now second down. Not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
I love the quick decision that QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
They'll snap it from the gun on third down. Throws to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Gibson. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
Really nice play getting that first down. And listen, I know when a lot of people think about the Crimson Tide recently, they think about...
Breaks into the open. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. Just moments ago, Alabama was feeling the shadow of its own goalpost, and now the Tide generating momentum. Caught behind the line. It's Casey. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. So now it's second and long. Now the play fake. Under fire. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
Play action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Fires deep toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. And he'll need a little distance and accuracy, a 42-yarder from the left hash. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, the big top 15 battle is underway, and it's been very interesting so far. USC is currently ahead early in this one inside the Coliseum, but unlike the days of Reggie Bush and Matt Leinart, they just haven't been able to pull away. They're up by 10 over Clemson.
Complete to the right.
We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
Going for it all. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
No big surprise there, right? You're throwing to a guy that already has 3 touchdown catches in the game, so take another shot.
Oh, he's got some space. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Buying some time. 1st down and more. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment. The Sun Devils have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Rushes on him. Trying to escape and get it himself. Oh, the fumble, and the defense got it. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Here comes that Alabama offense. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse, and field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt. Bottom line, when plays present themselves, you've just simply got to make them.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Hey, quarterbacks got to understand, I know you got your favorites, and you're going to look out there and you're, that guy's really good. I'm going to find ways to get him, but I got to take what the defense gives me, and double coverage is probably not the avenue that I want to go attack consistently.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Looking deep down the right side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. They kick it away on 4th down. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Here's the handoff. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. Now on 1st and 10 from the 35. Looking to throw on 1st down. Throwing right. Finds his man open. And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants...
Touchdown, Arizona State! And the pummeling has started.
And it's been more of the same in the 2nd half for this offense, doing whatever they want. What a start to the season, man. This is exactly what you draw up. Everything they drew up in the offseason has worked in game 1, and that's why they are dominating this football game.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. On the move. Turning it on. Inside the 40. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown tie. Boy, did he just scorch that defense for that score.
He shows you all of it, Reese. He's got the speed. He's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. You just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. To the ground with the back. Finds his way ahead for 6 and a little breathing room to the 17.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Nowhere to go and not much to show for that one.
Defense has their hands full with this one. I know he's not the biggest guy playing the running back position right now, but they know he's going to be catching it too, and they're going to have to bring this guy down in space. In the passing game, they better make sure they get a lot of hats to the football. They've got their hands full.
All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. They'll have to hurry if they want to get another play off before the quarter ends. Wants to throw on first down. Snagged out of the air. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. So the final period starts with a second down play. The give to the running back from the shotgun. There he goes. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing it.
And the Sun Devils with the 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football.
Throws toward the end zone. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on. 3rd and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here, just don't take a negative play. Beautifully thrown ball, terrific catch, and they'll have the first down. The Sun Devils, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Run in the red zone, it's McCluster. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Into the end zone. It's complete to the right. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the first down. The target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the first down marker is, make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision.
And the Sun Devils trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. He'll do it himself. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately, a 3-yard loss.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
They've worked it down to the 4-yard line, but now it's 3rd and goal. Got a hand on it nicely and broke it up in the end zone. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And that will extend their lead even further.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest of this way, and we looking pretty good.
Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. The give to the back. Breaks into the open. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down. So close to cashing it in for this offense. They'll run it on 1st and goal. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 2nd and goal. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. Relentless, tough running, gets it down to the 4.
All right, so now you're in this 3rd down situation close to the goal line, and it just feels, David, like they're going to have to throw the football in order to score a touchdown here. I like maybe trying to get the quarterback outside on the perimeter and give him a run-pass option.
I like that, too. Get the quarterback on the move. And here's the thing. If I get close...
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Sun Devils!
Game 1, you want to come out and put drives like that together, score a bunch of points, and especially at home. Give your home crowd something to get excited about. They have today. They've been jacked up, and they're going to go 1-0.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. Got him downfield. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. They went up top to pick up the last 1st down. Let's see what they have here. To the air on 1st down. Got it behind the line. It's Pringle. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
Now on 2nd down. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup there. Gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. And he can't hold on to the ball at the end of this big game. Defense trying to take it back.
Man, these wide receivers are so fast nowadays. They're such big playmakers. I just want to get it to them and let them make it happen. But a lot of times, we're running to them, too. We're focused on chasing them down and funneling the football in the right direction. Defense swarm did a good job getting their hand on the football, causing the fumble from the wide receiver.
Don't want to risk anything here. The quarterback takes a knee. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Happy with the situation, the quarterback will take a knee. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. They'll try for a big play here on 4th and long. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, two really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not. And that demonstrated itself today. The higher-ranked team is a team with national championship aspirations. They've got so much talent. They look good today.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.